Well, hello, YouTube. Welcome back, everybody. And it's Rob the Jersey Spider, and here we are, mid-February, and honestly, I said to hell with it. There's salt all over the road. I got to get out. I can't not ride this thing. It's a pretty overcast day today. There's weather coming tonight of some sort, whether it's freezing rain or what have you. The temperature right now is somewhere around 42 degrees, so it's really not that bad. I wish the sun was out, but can't have everything. So as you can see, there's still snow on the road. Not the nicest of days, but I don't care. I'm getting out here and riding. Same as usual. Jeans, thermal underwear, boots, heavy socks, 2 t-shirts, hoodie, and a leather coat. And actually I'm wearing Spyder brand, spelled the same as this, winter gloves. They're not riding gloves, they're just winter gloves. Keep my hands a little warmer. It is not windy at all today, which is wonderful. I'm going to switch it to 6th gear here. So I'd like to know, do you guys, could you comment please? Do you ride year round? Actually yesterday, I rode yesterday. It was a sunny day. It was actually almost 50 degrees, but I didn't do a video yesterday. I probably should have. Kind of a spontaneous ride. But yesterday riding, a lot of this snow was melting, creating puddles in the road, which I'd rather it just be frozen and not puddles, because you hit that, and with all this salt now, the salt's getting kicked up onto the motorcycle, the undercarriage, and so forth. And I got home and I'm like, you know what, still damn near 50 degrees out. I'm gonna wash this thing. So I didn't do a full wash on it, but I really hosed it down well to get the salt off of it. And when I get back, a little cooler today, I'm gonna do the same thing. I've been trying to avoid the puddles just like yesterday at all costs. It was actually worse yesterday with the puddles because it was so warm yesterday. But yeah, I'm curious, do you guys do the same thing as me? Do you go out in the winter weather as long as there's no snow on the road and go out and ride? I'm curious. I don't care what time of the year. I want to get out here and go for a ride. So right now we're in Waretown, New Jersey. Route 532. This is one of these rural roads you have to watch out for the deer. Which actually, with the snow, makes it a little bit easier to see them. So yeah, we had a deep freeze here in New Jersey last week, and a week before that. The overnights were down in the single digits, 6-7 degrees. It was cold. If there wasn't so much ice on the road, I probably would have done a video just to see how I would have held up in temperatures that low. During the daytime, it was in the mid-teens, but there was too much ice on the road, and it's just not safe on 3 wheels going through the ice and all that. At least in my opinion, it's not. If you see all these trees, they're all charred. If you recall, I did the video back during the summer. There was a forest fire out here, so if you're seeing that, the charred in the trees, that's what that's from. So with that wonderful tire pressure, the Fobo I have, the Fobo 2, checked the tire pressure yesterday, checked it again today with the app. It is, again, fantastic. Highly recommend you guys getting that. And the tire pressure has stayed perfect on this thing. I put a little air in it, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks ago, but it's held. It's wonderful. Because as we know, that rear tire is a real pain in the neck trying to put some air in it. But you know, the way the weather cycles have been working, guys, it's, at least here in Jersey, when it hits March, which we're only a couple weeks away now, like the end of February, the daffodils start coming up and you feel spring in the air. And of course, if you guys didn't see, the time change this year is not around March 20th or 21st. Busy road here, be careful. All right. It is actually on March 8th. Super early this year, which is kind of cool. More daylight, more time for riding. But yeah, it's wonderful when it hits March and you feel spring in the air. Big change. I love it. Love it. Some more water. Let's try to get around that. So the past couple of days it have been pretty warm, a few days actually. So a lot of this is melted, which is great. And those deep freeze single-digit overnight temperatures, it doesn't seem like we're going to be getting any in the near future. So I'm hoping we're done with that. I had a little issue in my house with the upstairs bathroom, the pipes freezing, not bursting, thank God, but they did freeze. And it turned out, after putting an addition on the house, there was a little bit of a hole, about a 4-inch hole in the siding where the soffit meets the addition and the soffit meets the house. And I pulled the soffit down a little bit, and sure as heck there was a little hole back in there that looked right underneath the tub. And so I stuffed some insulation in there, and about 8 hours later, pipes unfroze and fixed that problem. But it did happen a couple years ago, but it was only when these temperatures were, in the single digits. So hopefully that is solved. No more issues with that, and hopefully we're done with the cold temperatures. So those of you that really don't ride during the winter, of course, depending on where you're at, if you're in Canada or Maine, what have you, it's got to be a little bit later. But when do you guys normally, I guess, kind of start taking them out of hibernation, your Can Ams? I would think March, somewhere around there, March, April. And speaking of that, I'm going to have to schedule my first service for the spring, which I usually do the beginning of April, but I think I'm going to try to do it maybe the end of March this year, because they get pretty busy. And the other thing is I'm going to order the new rotors from Martin the Vlogger. In fact, I may do that today when I get home, because I'll have them put them on at the same time they do the service. Get that done. And I'll let you know how they are when I get them. Hopefully that solves the vibration problem. So I gotta tell you guys, honestly, I'm pretty comfortable right now. I can't complain. It's not too bad. I do wish the sun was out. So I've never eaten at this little diner here called Lucille's. See the Jersey Devil. This is one of those roads I ride kind of quite frequently with my buddy. I've mentioned with the Harley, we take rides out here, 539. These winter gloves on right now, I'm going to tell you, and I don't know if hey, you guys with the Can Am Spyders, the RTLs, or the Cetus guys, can you tell me, do you feel that the throttle is hotter than the left side? It's noticeably hotter, the throttle. I don't know why, than this side. I mean, this one's warm, this one's actually hot. So I'm going to actually put it down to low. I had them on high. But do you guys notice that too? It's kind of weird. It's done it since I've had it. I never addressed it with the dealer. It's not a big deal. But, I mean, noticeably warmer with the throttle. It's a nice long stretch of nothing on this road. I wonder, you always wonder when you ride this time of year and you're riding past the other cars, what are the people saying as they ride by it? They probably think we're nuts doing this. But like I said, with this thing, with the wind protection, with the windshield, and just the way it's designed, you're not getting a lot of wind. It goes over top of you. Well, now that Super Bowl's over, for you sports fans, I believe today is the Daytona 500. tell you, I was a huge NASCAR fan back in the day. Used to go to Dover Downs all the time in Delaware. Been to Pocono a couple times. But they've changed the rules with it and everything, and I kind of, I don't say I lost interest in it, but it was just simpler when it was win-lose. Now there's, I don't know, they got all these different steps and stuff, depending on a certain amount of laps and who's in the lead at that point. I don't know, it's kind of a little confusing. Wish I could just go back to the old way. But the other problem, I got rid of Comcast and I stream everything, and I don't have the app to watch it. So I don't feel like spending any more money on apps. So I guess that's that. The Super Bowl, I would say, was a little lame this year. But I was happy for the Seahawks, for Sam Darnold. Everybody thought his career was washed up, and lo and behold, he wins it. Good for him. So obviously this video I'm using my Ace Pro, and I think, like I said, I'm just going to mix it up. So maybe the next video I will use my Insta360 X5 and give that a shot again. I have the little microphone I think I mentioned before that pairs perfectly with the X5. But it's supposed to pair with this. It's got Bluetooth, but it just doesn't. It just circles and it will not connect. And they're same company, you'd think it would work with no issue, but I don't know. I did just update the software for this camera, so maybe I'll try it again. Maybe they were aware of that issue, but I mean, I wish it would work. It's just so much easier. As you know, I've been having audio problems. Hopefully today I don't. If so, it'll be a voiceover again. Trying to avoid that water. Rumble strip. So I didn't take off. I forgot to take off the seat cover. I said I was going to do that, and I forgot to do it, but I'm actually okay right now. I guess because the temperature's not so bad. When you ride when it's 24 degrees, it's a big difference between 24 and 42, so I'm all right with it now. I do feel some heat coming from it. So for those of you that are new to the Can Am Spyder riding, one of the important things when you start riding these is the death grip. You're gonna, especially if you never rode before, you're going to want to really hold on to those handlebars and squeeze. Don't do that. Just kind of relax your hands. The thing, it turns on a dime. It's power steering. So just kind of relax yourself. That's a big thing. You'll find you wind up getting fatigue in your arms and your hands and your wrists and your fingers because you got the death grip on it. Yeah, you don't need to do that. That's a little pointer for you new riders out there. Just relax yourself and don't squeeze too hard. That's a cool place, Black Dog. They actually, when you go in there, there's 3 dogs in there. They have a black dog. The owner has a black dog, black lab. He's got a yellow lab, and I think the other one's a golden lab. It's not a golden retriever. I think it's a golden lab. Nice, super friendly dogs. Beer's always cold there, and they usually have a good acoustic guitar player or something in there in the evenings. It's a fun place. Black Dog on 539 in, I believe this is Tuckerton, New Jersey. So once again, I came out today, actually yesterday, I take that back, I came out yesterday before the ride, and lo and behold, my mirror had slid down, shockingly. So I reset it yesterday, drove around, no problem, come out to it again, go to turn it on, paused because it slid down again. So I don't know what's up with that. I guess I could probably just get Velcro and Velcro it, and that'd probably be the solution. So on a day like today, when it's overcast and in the 40s, I can absolutely ride for a couple hours. But the video where it was 24 degrees out, and it's a little chilly, and especially if there's no sun. I don't think I can do 2 hours on it, at least without taking a break and going inside somewhere for a little bit to try to warm up a little bit and coming back out. So I'll take the 40s any day. So this is the downtown historic area of Tuckerton, New Jersey. Older homes here. So if you make a right up here, that would bring you make a right, and you go down a little bit and you make the left. That brings you to that Seven Bridges Road, and I have a video on that. That was a fun ride. And if you guys are ever in the area, put my visor up here. If you guys are ever in the area and you want to take a ride there, my suggestion to you is to not do it during the summer. Do it early spring, fall. Do not do it during the summer. As I mentioned in that video, the greenhead flies, which we have here in New Jersey, Delaware's got them, Maryland's got, they will tear you up, and they like black. So they are, and they like heat, so they're attracted to my Can Am. Yeah, no good. Well guys, once again, here we go. Technical problems. I lost my audio again. I'm going to just put a little clip in there, a little video clip in explaining why this is happening. And the only solution is purchasing a new part for it, I believe. Hey guys, so this is my setup with my Insta360 Ace Pro. This is the first gen. It does have Bluetooth, but again, I have to, since the software update and I haven't done it yet, I have to try to see if I can get it to connect to it. But so far prior to that, I had no luck with it. So I have to use this adapter that you have to purchase separately for the camera to plug in my Purple Panda microphone, which is taped to the back of the clip that I clip to the helmet. What happens, I don't know if it's when I hit my visor or something, this little clip kind of pops out, and that's when I'm losing my audio. And it happened again yesterday, and that's why I'm showing you this quick little video. So that's my issue with the audio. I guess, I know when I first got this, it stayed in a lot better, and now it's falling out, so I guess I'm gonna have to order a new one. But that's the issue with the audio. So there you have it. There's the problem. Therein is where the problem lies, as they say. So yeah, I'll be ordering one of those tonight and finally get this issue resolved, hopefully. So this little restaurant here, see you in March. They'll be open up soon. Come on, spring. You're right around the corner. So as you guys are looking out to my right there, you'll see Great Bay, which is somewhat defrosted now, but I believe the whole thing of Great Bay, or a good portion of Great Bay, as well as Barnegat Bay, were frozen over pretty solid. And it takes a long time for that salt water to freeze. So it just shows you when that happens how cold it was. But yeah, and lagoons in the areas, they're still fairly frozen, but they're going to be defrosting shortly also with these warmer temperatures. So good news. Again, man, spring is right around the corner, and boy, do I look forward to it. Okay, guys, well, thank you once again for joining me on this chilly ride, but totally doable, as being in the low 40s. Good to go with that temperature. So I want all of you to be happy, healthy, ride safe out there. If you like this video and you could give me a thumbs up and a subscription, I really appreciate it. And until the next one, guys, be well. Take care.